Cook on the far right of your screen there. Back live with you now. Worked into the leg side, the first runs. You talk about setting a tone as they'll sprint a second. As this is going to be swung away off a top edge. It's maybe going to end up going to the offside somehow. He's kind of caught up with it, hasn't he? And it's going to be the first boundary of the day. It'll go to Kushal Bhurtel. Maybe not exactly where he intended it, but in the crowd. Driven down the ground and should be driven for 4. Max O'Dowd is going to chase after it, but I think it'll be a chase in vain. And it will get to the rope. And the Nepal fans, fanaticism though. Chopped on. Van Meekeren has the early breakthrough. And Bhurtel, who was looking to continue to be aggressive in this, all Bhurtel could do was chop it onto his own stumps.
Well, it took him a while to find his lengths, to find his lines. That one just nipping back.
Edged and gone this time. We said it felt a little like a matter of time for Anil Shah, who just could never get settled at all. It's as easy a chance for Noah Kroos at second slip as the one that Wesley Baresi put down. Shah perishes for 2.
Again, just opens a face and fences it. Great diving catch.
Almost looked a little bit as the reverse sweep comes out for at least a couple. May get to the rope, actually. Got a good piece of it, Bim Sharkey. It's a good little counter through different formats and structures. This is powerfully swept, well in front to square. Races to the rope, beats the dive of Michael Levitt. And the 50 comes up in some style from Bim Sharkey. To really get into this contest, Mel. And Paudel is looking to kick it along. That's an outstanding shot. I think that's going to be 6. I think it's landed on the rope. And it goes all the way.
Here's another look at that 6.
Yeah, you just wonder, are Nepal saying, OK, we've lost our 2 openers. It was very difficult for the first 9 overs of high quality seam. The United Arab Emirates. As that's worked around the corner. Over his shoulder. And that'll be 4. Bim Sharkey. He's not going to parry it down in circumstances. We've seen as the pull shot goes out towards the fielder, and it's a simple catch. It's very well judged, and Michael Levitt strikes. The 5th bowler was attempted to be looking to get on with it, hitting with the wind, but never really got it.
Yeah, that was the side to go for, because it is with the wind, safely taken in the end.
This is cut away. Arif Sheikh's favourite stroke will bring up the 100 in real style. Slashed away and picks the fielder out. Michael Levitt is 2. And Paudel can't believe what he's done. He's done the hard work. He's got to 35. He'll get no.
And yes, he is at it again. And it's the big wicket of the skipper. Just tried to carve that away. But his bat maybe just turned a little bit underneath. And it was extra something.
Powered into the offside. It's a good shot. Only maybe 2 or 3 yards wide of the cover fielder, but it races to the rope. Sandeep Karen or the new man. Cut away, finds the gap expertly. Karen, it'll be Kyle Klein who just escorts it to the rope as it pierces the gap so perfectly. As Irie pulls this away and pulls it all the way nearly for 6, but over the head of Wesley Baresi, who's maybe 10 yards off the rope. Dragged down again, pulled away again. This one should be taken. He'll get 1 boundary, won't get a second, and Levitt is pumped up. Sharkey dismissal. Probably should have been put away. Top edge and a simple catch for Wesley Baresi.
And fair play to the Netherlands for sticking with their
cut powerfully. Don't want to bowl there to Arif Sheikh. It's his trademark stroke. And again, the Iceman is keeping things deep in the crease this time. Little tickle of an outside edge. I think he's played for this. Got to give him credit. I know it's an edge, but he's opened the face late and a canny piece. Guys back live. This one delivered from, and he's going to be dismissed. Rattled completely by a remarkable 10 penalty runs that have been given against him, and he's just chipped it up. He's sprinting out extraordinary. Feel sorry for the opponents. This one delivered from 24 yards, just held back very cleverly, looking to go inside out over extra. Good catch from Max O'Dowd. Bashir Ahmed dismissed for 11.
Down the track.
50 for Arif Sheikh. Very well played again. Particularly when the going gets tough. The Iceman is the one that Nepal want out there, and Arif Sheikh, well, he's yet to make an ODI century, but the 27-year-old is yet again doing the business when his team really need it. His 9th ODI 50. Big full toss, so that's going to help. Not a good delivery. And you can see Karen KC almost jumping, like leapfrogging out of the way after the shot to make sure he doesn't suffer the same fate. Slashed away. Really good batting. Not a good delivery with third up in the circle, and too easy for Arif Sheikh. He'll get 4 more. Maybe a bit of momentum coming finally. Hammered away. All the way. And just over the head of Teja Nidamanoru. Short ball from Van Meekeren. And Nepal, well, the 200 comes up in grand.
Well, one person who isn't shell-shocked is Arif Sheikh. Takes on the short ball, takes it on beautifully. Pushing it out.
Bowls him. Great double bluff. The bouncer. And then KC not expecting the full ball. Van Meekeren has a third. Really good from him.
And the tail extended. He has varied his lengths brilliantly. Van Meekeren
hit back at Kyle Klein, but he can't get anything on it, and this might get all the way to the rope. Arif Sheikh had that one. Picked up into the leg side, and that's why Arif Sheikh is going to keep the strike. Clipped off his pads all the way for 6. What an innings we're witnessing in amongst the shot of the innings.
I think it is. He did pick it up, enjoy the extra pace of Van Meekeren. You just allow that one to sit up. That's on
balls. It is the short ball, and it's hooked away, and it's hooked away to the boundary. Really good shots. Not exactly where he intended it, but good intent. And full toss. It's bowled him, and Sheikh wants a no ball. He's not going to get it. It's smashed into the top of middle stump. And in surreal circumstances, the two umpires had a look at each other. Was this over the waist height of him? Probably not quite. And he's missed out right on middle stump. Delivery of the first innings. Whipped into the leg side by Lamichhane. They may as well try and take on the second, but I think Lamichhane's going to be run out, well, by a mile. Good selflessness from Lamichhane, attempting to get back for 2. You have nothing to lose. You may as well go for it, but he'll be run out for 2 in the second innings.
Just a look at the last one. It was a selfless effort in the end from Lamichhane.
In some surreal moments. It's a career best for him in one-day international cricket, the highest he has ever made. In total, it was his 9th one-day international 50. Lots of contributions to managed innings in terms of the strategy. There's a long discussion going on over there right now between all 3 of the umpires. Wouldn't be surprised if Stuart Law...
Things underway. The only other time...
Levitt picks up the pull shot. It's a shot that he loves. Adventurous length from Nandan Yadav, but very well answered by Levitt. Let's pick up the pull shot that Levitt favours and gets it very, very nice on show from the Nepali players in the outfield. Nicely played. It didn't actually bounce that much, so a bit of risk involved, but yeah, just about crept over the rope. A maximum... Goes straight up. Is this going to be the moment for Nandan Yadav? Max O'Dowd's already turned and walked off. Yadav celebrates. There's a bit of extra spice in the celebrations too from Nepal.
Well, he'd struggled against the opening bowling, and this has almost gone off the toe of the end of the bat. Straight up in the air. Threw the shot a bit too early.
Hit in the air, but hit away for 4. Well juggled and fielded by that gentleman in the Nepal shirt out there. It is that way in which he hits. Just a sort of pick-up pull shot. Not much of a follow-through, not needed. It'll get to the rope. It's a good stroke from Baresi.
That's firmly swept. Is this going to be 4? Yes, it is going to be 4. The dive. It was a good one, but it was in vain in the end.
Worked into the leg side. The restrictions still in place for 1 more over, and this is turning into an excellent power play for the Netherlands. A bit of his playing career. Big appeal. He's got it full. He's got it straight, and it is Lamichhane who strikes in his first over.
Well, they certainly are, and it did feel like it might be the sort of day where he makes an...
Looks for the googly, pulled away and pulled for 4. Oh, it was such a good over up to that point, but Lamichhane went hunting for the wicket. You can understand. Use of the feet down the track, it goes up into the air. Deep cover comes in, holds on. And Baresi's strength proves his downfall. Jubilant celebration, making that contribution, looking to go over, long off, doesn't get to the pitch, a little bit of turn on offer, and a good catch.
Yeah, well taken in spell of bowling.
Picked up and picks the gap. Great use of the crease from Scott Edwards. He's so good against spin. That wasn't that short. Googly out of the back of the hand. Has he got his man? Oh, yes, he has again. What a delivery from Sandeep Lamichhane. This is the reverse angle, but you can see there, that's the googly, and that's why he's not picked that.
Oh, Sandeep knew. He knew straight.
This is pulled and pulled with great conviction and pulled away for 4. Edwards getting down the track aggressively towards Karen KC and just helping himself. Pulled and pulled very convincingly. Just the one bounce, going to race for 4 with the 5 that he's used. Bowled him, and Edwards falls to the sweep. How heavily does that swing the game towards Nepal? It's that one-handed sweep that he plays really well. Hasn't bounced, it's just kept low. Wickets column will be affected because of the wickets and the pressure, and it's Lamichhane again. He is pumped up. Nidaminoru just never got settled out there. Rohit Paudel takes the catch. What a day he's having as captain. Everything he touches turns to goal. The Netherlands, well, they're in deep trouble now. 6 down.
Huge trouble. Was an easy catch in the end.
Impressed me. Lots of pace on offer, but just losing his line. Pulled and pulled very firmly. It's going to go one bounce, as the Dutch will certainly keep on fighting.
We're not there, but the kind of cricket we played surprised a lot of people.
Power pull from Noah Kroos. Been a few from Karen KC that have just sat up to be hit today. That's another one brought back in.
To improve the skills of our cricketers, the red ball swings more. There's a lot.
Oh, beautiful drive, and Paudel and Bashir Ahmed almost run around it. I think Rohit Paudel thought it was Bashir Ahmed's. Bashir Ahmed maybe got a little bit intimidated by the captain running his eye line nicely. And that's going to help as well. That'll race all the way to the rope. The third boundary of the over. Rohit Paudel might need to think about a bowling change here and get a 6th bowler in.
Even at our own premier tournaments.
Big appeal.
Fantastic.
Gone.
From Kushal Bhurtel.
And Kushal Bhurtel has the breakthrough. Kroos went deep in his crease. He deserved this, isn't he? Kroos deep in his crease. Gets trapped all right in front. It's going to go on and strike middle stump. It's an easy decision. Nepal haven't had many LBWs go in their favour. That's the 3rd today from that end. Line's got to 15. And the shots are going to come out. Big shots like that one. Outstanding from Roelof van der Merwe. That's gone all the way for 6, I think. Might be just one bounce 4 in stroke, isn't it? This game is not over yet, Mel.
It's certainly not. And with a few more shots like that, little walk, pressure building already.
Pick-up shot, and it's a pick-up shot that's going to go all the way. Outstanding from Kyle Klein. Being promoted up the order to number 8. He's answering the call. In.
Well, unable to get the previous full toss away. This time, it's kind of in the slot.
That. Cut away. Straight to the man who holds on. Very well judged. And Yadav has his 2nd international wicket on his debut.
What a moment for the young man coming in on debut. It was short, it was wide, tried to get the elevation with the wind, but there was not enough on it. And, well, with these Nepal players...
This Fernandan Yadav. He's hit towards Rohit Paudel, who takes the catch, and that's going to be all but that. And what a debut the young man is having. Always right, and Nandan Yadav, Nepal have unearthed a new star here.
Comes back into the bowling and gets 2 wickets because Rohit Paudel is never going to drop.
Again, this one's powered through the offside. A really good strike. Flies to the rope. The Dutch hanging about. Van Meekeren says this game is not over. Looks for a bit of innovation. That's going to be that. Nepal take a 3rd win from 4. in European conditions. Van Meekeren was trying to hit it with the wind. Arif Sheikh, fittingly, is the one that takes the catch after a career best for him with the bat. The Nepal fans are jubilant. Karen Casey, who's had the most brilliant series, has proved a little too good. A rather remarkable stroke to get out to. Arif Sheikh takes the catch and Nepal win.
Definitely they would love to come back and get a win against Scotland.
The reality is, if nobody makes more than 36, you're not going to win too many games of cricket. Despite well with his 1 for 34, but 2 for 29 for Lalit Rajbanshi, and then the 2 stars of the show, Nandan Yadav and Sandeep Lamichhane, with identical figures. Both 3 argue that Nepal deserve to win, though.
Oh, you definitely can't deserve it. Can't deny that they deserve it. It was